Well, welcome to the Sunday presentation of Shakespeare in the Park here at Rush Park for 2018 in Rossmore, California. I'm John Underwood for Los Al TV, and along with our intrepid actors from the Shakespeare by the Sea Company, we present tonight The Merry Wives of Windsor, a fairly complicated and convoluted play by William Shakespeare, conceived later in his life. And so, because of that, we're going to employ a little support from one of the actors, one of the main actors who plays, in this case, Falstaff tonight, to help us along with a little pre-show thumbnail on just what the action is all about. So tonight, The Merry Wives of Windsor, but first, a little homework. I'm talking with one of the principal characters, and we're just asking for a few minutes of Sir John Falstaff's time.
No problem.
Tom, you're performing as Sir John Falstaff,
right.
And a very complicated character in this Shakespeare play.
He's one of the most iconic. Well, he's mentioned in 5 different plays. He appears in 3 different plays, and he's the only character that's true of in Shakespeare.
Is he a rogue in all of them?
No. Well, yeah, he's basically an imp, a boy that never grows up. So in Henry IV Part 1, he and young Hal are playmates, and then in the Henry IV Part 2, that's kind of when he gets kicked out of court, and then we come to Merry Wives of Windsor, and that's where he is right now, kind of on the cusp of the court.
Okay, he's a courtier who has the temerity to want to woo 2 married women at one time, and honestly, that's about as much as I know. So let's leave it up to Tom to give us a thumbnail of the play to follow.
Well, there's a bunch of subplots. The main subplot being Anne Page. She has 3 different suitors that Mistress Quickly is helping set up with all 3. There's Slender, Dr. Caius, and then Fenton, who she ends up with. Don't want to give it away, but that's who she ends up with. So they're all trying to get Anne Page to marry her. That's one of the things. And within that, Dr. Caius and Hugh have a little fight that's going on. But the main part of the whole show is John Falstaff has come to town. He doesn't have a lot of money, so he's going to try and woo these 2 married women and kind of get to some funds from them. He thinks a whole lot of himself. He thinks he is the bomb, only he's really just the buffoon. And the wives take Mistress Page and Mistress Ford, play many tricks on him, and comedy ensues.
So the married ladies see the con coming.
Oh, they not only see the con coming, but his own men give him away. He has written this letter to Mistress Ford, the exact same letter to Mistress Page, telling them he wants to meet them. His 2 cohorts go and tell them that's what's happening, and then they set up the next 3 different scenarios for poor John Falstaff to go through, although he deserves it.
Okay. Now, this is a play that was written fairly late in Shakespeare's canon.
Yes, and I believe he wrote it in 3 days, but it's also the play that the opera is based on, is Merry Wives of Windsor, the opera Falstaff. Yeah.
And I guess as he, later in his life, he became fairly wordy and convoluted in his dialogue and presentations.
Right.
So Merry Wives is going to be a fairly thick canon in which to wade through. but remembering that the characters and the central character is Sir John Falstaff.
It is.
And I guess he gets his comeuppance in the end?
He does get his comeuppance in the end. The line at the end is, "I begin to perceive that I am made an ass." That is one of his last lines, yes.
All right.
Yes.
That's a line worth waiting for. So, Tom, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And see you on the stage.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Merry Wives of Windsor, coming up.
Persuade me not! You know, I will make a Star Chamber matter of this if he were 20. Sir John Falstaff shall not abuse Robert Shallow, Esquire.
If Sir John Falstaff have made disparagements unto you, I am of the church, and will be glad to do my benevolence to make atonements and compromises between you.
Yes, the council will bear it. It's a riot! Hail all my life! You know, if I were young again, the sword should end it!
It is better that friends is the sword and end it. And there is another device in my brain, which peradventure brings good discretions with it. There is Anne Page, which is daughter to Master George Page, yes, which is pretty virginity.
Mistress Anne Page? Well, she has brown hair and speaks small like a woman.
It is that very person for all the elders, just as you will desire. And £700 of monies, and gold, and silver is her grandsire on his death's bed. Yes, yes. It were a good motion if we leave our pribbles and prabbles and desire a marriage between Master Abraham and Mistress Anne Page.
Did her grandsire leave her £700?
Aye, and her father is make her a petter penny.
Oh, I know the young gentlewoman. She has good gifts.
£700 and possibilities is good gifts.
Well, let us see honest Master Page. Is, Falstaff there?
The knight Sir John is there, and I beseech you be ruled by your well-willers. I shall peat the door for Master Page. What? How are? God bless your house here.
Who's there?
Here is God's blessing and your friend, and Justice Shallow, and here young Master Slender.
I'm glad to see your worships well. Master Page, I am so glad to see you. Oh. Much good do at your good heart. Is, Sir John Falstaff here?
Sir, he is, and I would I could do a good office between you.
It is spoke as a Christians ought to speak.
He hath, wronged me, Master Page.
Sir, he doth in some sort confess it.
No, he hath wronged me. Indeed he hath, yes. And a word he hath, Robert Shallow, Esquire, saith he is wrong.
Here is Sir John.
Master Shallow, would you complain of me to the king?
Knight, you have beaten my men, killed my deer, and broke open my lodge. It shall be answered.
Well, I will answer it straight. I have done all this. That is now answered.
Howke verba, Sir John, good words.
Good words? Good cabbage. Slender, I broke your head. What matter have you against me?
Marry, sir, I have matter in my head against you, and your coney-catching rascals, Nim and Pistol.
You Banbury cheese!
It is no matter.
How now, Mephistopheles?
It is no matter.
Pistol, did you pick Master Slender's pocket?
Aye, by these gloves did he.
Is this true, Pistol?
Sir John, and master of mine, I combat challenge this laden Bilbo. Word of denial from thy labrys here. Word of denial, froth and scamp, thou liar!
Oh, hey!
Well, by this hat then, 'twas he. For though I cannot remember what I did when you made me drunk, yet I am not altogether an ass.
What say you, Corporal Nim?
Why, sir, for my part, I'd say the gentleman had drunk himself out of his 5 sentences.
It is his 5 senses. 5, what the ignorance is.
'Tis no matter. I'll ne'er be drunk whilst I live again, but in honest, civil, godly company.
So God judge me, that is a virtuous mind.
Oh, you hear these matters denied, gentlemen, you hear it!
Nay, daughter, carry the wine in, we'll drink within.
Oh, heaven! This is Mistress Anne Page!
How now, Mistress Ford?
Oh, Mrs. Ford! By my troth, you are very well met. By your grace, good mistress.
Why, bid these gentlemen welcome. Gentlemen, we have a hot venison paste at your dinner.
Yes.
I hope we shall drink down all unkindness.
I had rather than 40 shillings, I had my book of songs and sonnets here. Well, how now, Simple? Where have you been? I must wait upon myself now, must I? You have not the book of riddles about you, have you?
The book of riddles. Why, did you not lend that to Miss Alice Shortcake?
Come, cuz. Come, cuz. We stay for you. Never forget that. Now, a word to you, cuz. Marry this, cuz. That is, as 'twere a tender. Yes, a kind of tender. You see, set afar off by Sir Hugh here.
Give ear to his motions, Master Slender.
Nay, I will do as my cousin Shallow says. I pray you pardon me, he's a justice of the peace.
But that's not the question. The question is concerning your marriage.
Ah, now that is the point, sir.
Marry, is it? The very point of it. To Mistress Anne Page.
Why, if it be so, I will marry her upon any reasonable demands.
But can you affection the woman?
Abraham Slender, can you love her?
I will marry her, sir, at your request. But if there be no great love in the beginning, yet I hope upon familiarity will grow more contempt. But if you say marry her, I will marry her.
It is a very discretion answer. His meaning is good.
I think my cousin meant well. I think. Oh, here comes fair Mistress Anne. Oh, that I were young again for your sake. Mistress Anne?
The dinner's on the table. My father desires your worship's company.
I will wait on him. Fair Mistress Anne.
God's blessed will, I shall not be absent at the grace. Yes.
Will it please your worship to come in, sir?
No! I thank you, forsooth, heartily. I am very well.
The dinner attends you, sir.
I'll eat nothing. I thank you.
I may not go in without your worship. They will not sit till you come.
In faith, I'll eat nothing. I thank you as much as though I did.
I pray you, sir, walk in.
I had rather walk here. I thank you.
How now, Slender? Come, we stay for you.
I'll eat nothing. I thank you, sir.
By cock and pie, sir, you shall not choose. Come, come.
Nay, pray you, lead the way.
Oh, come on, sir.
Mistress Anne, yourself shall go first.
Not I, sir, I pray you, keep on.
Oh, I had rather be unmannerly than troublesome. You do yourself wrong indeed. La!
Go your ways, and ask of Dr. Caius' house which is the way. And there dwells one Mistress Quickly, which is in the manner of his cook or his laundry, his washer and his wringer.
Well, sir.
Give her this letter. For it is a human that altogether's acquaintance with Mistress Anne Page, and the letter is to desire and require your master's desires to
Mistress
Anne Page. Very
Yes.
good. I pray you be gone.
Yes.
I shall make an end to my dinner. There's pippins and cheese to come.
Mine host of the garter!
What says my bully rook? Speak scholarly and wisely.
Truly, mine host, I must turn away some of my followers.
Discard. Let them cashier, bully Hercules. Let them trot. Wag, wag.
I sit at £10 a week and I'm almost out at heels. There is no remedy. I must, Connie catch. I must shift.
Young ravens must have food!
Oh, which of you know Ford of this town?
Oh, I ken the white. Oh, he's of substance good.
Oh, my honest lads, I will tell you what I am about.
2 yards.
And more.
No quips now, pistol.
Aye.
Indeed, I am in the waist 2 yards about, but I am now about no waste. I'm about thrift. Briefly, I do plan to make love to Ford's wife. Oh, I spy entertainment in her. She discourses, she carves, she gives the leer of invitation. I can construe the action of her familiar style, and the hardest voice of her behavior is to be Sir John Falstaff!
He studied it well. And translated it well. Out of honesty and into English.
The anchor is deep. Will that humour pass?
Now, the report goes she has all the rule of her husband pursed. I have writ me here a letter to her, and another to Page's wife, who even now gave me good eyes too. Examine my parch with most judicious early aids. Sometimes the beam of her view gilded my foot, and sometimes my portly belly.
Then did the sun on dunghill shine.
I thank thee for that humour.
Oh, she did course over my exteriors with such a greedy intention that the appetite of her eye did seem to scorch me up like a burning glass. She has the rule of her purse too. Oh, she is a region in Guyana, all gold and bounty. I shall be cheaters to them both, and they shall be exchequers to me. They shall be my East and West Indies, and I will trade with them both. Now go thou and bear this letter to Mistress Page, and thou this to Mistress Ford. We will thrive, lads. We will thrive.
Shall I, Sir Pandarus of Troy, become? In by my side wear steel. The Lucifer take all!
What?
I will run no base humour. Here, take the humour letter. I will keep the behaviour of reputation.
Hold! Sir, bear these letters tightly. Roads, hence, avante, vanish like hailstones. Go, plod, trudge away on the hoof. Seek shelter. Pack!
Vultures gripe thy can't space, Phrygian Turk!
Pistol!
What? Did you hear the man?
Pistol! I have operations which will be the humours of revenge.
Oh?
Yeah. I shall reveal the humour of this love to Paige.
Oh. Oh, yes. Oh! And I shall Ford shall eke unfold a Falstaff, varlet vile. His dove will prove, his gold will hold, and his soft couch defile.
My humour shall not cool. I will incense Paige to deal with poison. It is my true humour.
Oh, thou art the Mars of malcontents.
Thank you.
I second thee. Troop on.
and see if you can see me master, Master Dr. Caius coming. If he do, with faith, and find anybody in the house, here will be an old abusing of God's patience and the King's English. I'll go watch. An honest, willing, kind fellow as ever servant shall come in house before. Peter Simple, you say your name is?
Aye, for fault of a better.
And Master Slender's your master?
Aye, forsooth.
Well, heaven send down Page no worse fortune. Tell Master Parson Effins I will do what I can for your master. And as a good girl, I wish...
Alas, here comes my master!
We shall all be shamed! Oh, run in there, good young man. Get out of this closet. He will not stay long. Now is the month of Maying when happy lads are playing. Fa-la-la-la-la-la-la. Fa-la-la-la-la-la-la.
What did you sing? Ah! Did I like these stars? Pray you fetch me in my closet toen botte weer de Bex. Green Bex. Don't tend what I speak. A Bex. A green Bex.
A Bex?
A Bex.
A Bex?
A Bex.
A box.
A box. Ah,
A box! I forsooth will fetch it you.
Yeah, fetch it you.
Is it this, sir?
Oui, mets-les in my pocket.
Pocket. Right.
Dépêche, quickly. Where's that knave Rugby?
Here, sir.
Da! Ah, you are Jack Rugby. Mwah. You are John Rugby. Mwah. Come. Mwah. Take it up here. Follow my ears to the cut. But my thoughts, I tell you too long. How's me?
Oh, yes.
Please. Ah! Here is some simples in my closet. And enough for the world I shall leave behind.
Why me? He'll find the young man there and be mad.
Merci. What is in my closet? Dylan! You're wrong! Ah, Jack! My rapier!
Yes, sir.
Oh, pray you, sir, be content.
Wherefore shall I be content?
Oh, no! No! The young man is an honest man.
What's that the honest man do in my closet? There is no honest man shall come in my closet!
I beseech you, say the truth of it. He came of an errand to me from Parson Hugh.
Well, I forsooth to desire that...
Peace, I pray you.
Peace your tongue! Speak your tale!
I to desire this honest gentlewoman, your maid, to speak a good word to mistress and page for my master in the way of marriage.
Sir, you sent you?
I?
Jacques, balance me some pepper. You, tell you a little, qu'est-ce que c'est? What is the word? Tell you a little, not a moment.
While.
A while, merci. Tell you a little while.
Sir.
Well, I'm glad he is so quiet. If he had been thoroughly moved, you should have heard him so loud and so melancholy. But notwithstanding, man, I'll do you, your master, what good I can. My master himself is in love with Mistress Anne Page, but notwithstanding that, I know Anne's mind. That's neither here nor there.
You, you, bear this letter to Sir You. Bagarre is a challenge. I will cut his throat in the park. This park, any park. You may be gone.
Alas, he speaks but for his friend.
It is no matter about that. Don't you tell me I shall myself have Anne Page. Bagarre, I will kill the priest. I have already appointed my nurse de jatire to measure our weapon. Bagarre, I will myself have Anne Page.
Oh, sir, the maid loves you, and all shall be well.
Come, Jacques. Follow my ears to the cut. If I do not have Anne Page for myself, I will turn your head out of my door. At my heels, Jack.
You shall have Anne! Fool's head of your own. Now, I know Anne's mind for that. Now, for a woman in Windsor knows more of Anne's mind than I do.
Who's in there? Oh.
Who's there, there, I trow. Come near the house, I pray you.
What news? How does pretty Mistress Anne?
In truth, sir, and she is pretty and honest and gentle and one that is your friend. I can tell you that. I praise heaven for it.
Shall I not lose my suit? Shall I do any good, thinkest thou?
Master Fenton, I'll be sworn on a book. She loves you.
Well, I will see her today. Here is for thy pains. Let me have thy voice in my behalf. If thou seest her before me, commend me to her.
Will I?
I' faith that we will.
Well, farewell.
Farewell to your worship. Truly an honest gentleman, but Anne loves him not. For I know Anne's mind as well as another does. Out upon it. What have I forgot?
Have I escaped love letters in the holiday time of my beauty? And am I now a subject for them? Ooh, let me see. Ask me no reason why I love you. You are not young. No more am I. Go to then their sympathy. You are merry, so am I. Ha ha. Then there's more sympathy. You love sack, and so do I. Would you desire better sympathy? Let it suffice the mistress page, at the least, if the love of soldier can suffice that I love thee. I will not say pity me, 'tis not a soldier-like phrase, but I say love me by me, thine own true knight, by day or night, or any kind of light, with all his might for thee to fight. John Falstaff! Oh, wicked, wicked world! One that is well-nigh worn to pieces with age to show himself a young gallant. What an unweighed behavior hath this Flemish drunkard picked out of my conversation, that he dares in this manner assay me. Why, he hath not been thrice in my company. What shall I say to him? I was then frugal of my mirth. Heaven forgive me, I'll exhibit a bill in the Parliament for the putting down of men. How shall I be revenged on him? For revenged I will be, as sure as his guts are made of puddings.
Mistress Page, trust me, I was going to your house. Oh, Mistress Page, give me some counsel.
What's the matter, woman?
We burn daylight here. Read, perceive. I shall think the worse of fat men, as long as I have an eye to make difference of men's liking. What tempest I drove through this whale with so many tons of oil in his belly ashore at Windsor. Ugh. How shall I be revenged on him? I think the best way were to entertain him with hope till the wicked fire of lust have melted him in his own grease. Did you ever hear the like?
Letter for letter. But that the name of Page and Ford differs. Here's the twin brother of thy letter. Why, I warrant he hath 1,000 of these letters writ with blank spaces for different names. Sure, more. Well, I will find you 20 lascivious turtles ere one chaste man.
Why, this is the very same. The very hand. The very words. What doth he think of us?
Nay, I know not, for unless he knows some strain in me I know not in myself, he would never have boarded me in this fury.
Boarding, call you it? I'll be sure to keep him above deck.
So will I. If he come under my hatches, I'll never to see again. Let's be revenged on him. Let's appoint him a meeting, give him a show of comfort in his suit, and lead him on with a fine baited delay.
Nay, I will consent to act any villainy against him that may not sully the chariness of our honesty. Oh, that my husband saw this letter, it would give eternal food to his jealousy.
Oh, look where he comes. Oh, and my good man, too. He's as far from jealousy as I am from giving him cause, and I hope that is an unmeasurable distance.
You are the happier woman.
Let us consult together against this greasy knight. Come hither.
Well, I hope it be not so.
Be a kettle dog in some affairs. Falstaff loves your wife.
Why, sir, my wife is not young.
Well, it was both high and low. Both rich and poor, both young and old, one with another Ford. He loves the Gallimore-free. Ford, prepare.
Love my wife.
Farewell, and take heed. Keep open eyes, for thieves do foot by night. Corporal him, away. Believe him, Page. He speaks sense.
I will be patient. I will find out this.
And this is true, I like not the humour of lying. He hath wronged me in some humours. I should have borne the human letter to her, but I have a sword, and it shall bite upon my necessity. Falstaff loves your wife. There's the short. And the long. My name is Corporal Nim. I speak, and I vouch, 'tis true. My name is Nim, and Falstaff loves your wife. Adieu. I like not the humour of bread and cheese. And there's the humour of it. Adieu.
I never heard such a drawling, affecting rogue. How now, Meg?
Whither you go, hark you, George.
How now, sweet Frank? Why art thou melancholy?
I? Melancholy? I am not melancholy. Get you home. Go.
Faith, thou hast some crotchets in thy head. Now will you go, Mistress Page?
Oh, have it with you. You will come to dinner, George. Oh, look who comes yonder. She shall be our messenger to this paltry night. You are come to see my daughter, Anne.
Oh, I forsooth, and I pray, how does good Mistress Anne?
Go in with us and see. We have an hour's talk with you.
Oh.
How now, Master Ford?
You heard what this knave told me, did you not?
Aye, and you heard what the other told me.
Do you think there's truth in them?
Hang 'em, slaves! I do not think the knight would offer it. But these men that do accuse him of his intent towards our wives are the yoke of his discarded men. Very rogues, now they be out of service.
Were they his men?
Aye, merry were they.
I like it never the better for that. Does he lie at the garter?
Aye, merrily he does. If he should intend this voyage towards my wife, I would turn her loose to him. And what he gets more of her than sharp words, ho-ho, let it lie on my head.
I do not misdoubt my wife, but I would be loath to turn them together. A man may be too confident.
Here comes my ranting host of the garter. I swear there is either liquor in his pate or money in his purse if he looks so merrily. How now, mine host?
What says my bully rook?
Oh, 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 oh,
oh. How now, Justice Cavalier?
Ah, I follow, mine host, I follow. Good evening, 20. Good Master Page. Master Page, will you go with us? We have sport in hand.
Tell him, Cavalier of Justice. Tell him my bully rook.
Well, sir, there is a fray to be fought between Sir Hugh the Welsh priest and Caius the French doctor.
Good mine host of the garter, a word with you?
What says my bully rook?
Will you go with us to behold it?
Aye,
My merry host hath had the measuring of their weapons.
Oh?
And I think hath appointed them contrary places. Oh, believe me, I hear the parson is no jester.
Oh. I'll give you a pottle of burnt sack to give me recourse to Falstaff and tell him my name is Brooke. Only for a jest.
By my hand, thou shalt have egress and regress, said I well. And thy name shall be Brooke.
Have with you, mine host.
Here, boys. Here shall we wag.
Though Page be a secure fool and remain so firmly in his wife's frailty, yet I cannot put off my opinion so easily. She was in his company at Page's house, and what they made there I know not. Well, I will look further into it, and I have a disguise to sound Falstaff. If I find her honest, I lose not my labor. If she be otherwise, 'tis labor well bestowed.
Good morrow.
Good morrow, good wife.
Shall I vouchsafe your worship a word or two?
2,000, good woman, and I'll vouchsafe thee the hearing.
There is one, Mistress Ford, sir. Pray, come a little nearer this way. I myself dwell with Master Dr. Caius.
Well on, Mistress Ford, you say?
Oh, your worship says very true. Pray, come a little nearer this way.
I warrant nobody hears. Mine own people. Mine own people.
Are they so? Well, God bless them and make them his servants.
Mistress Ford, come, Mistress Ford.
Marry, this is the short and the long of it. Yeah. You have brought her into such a canaries as 'tis wonderful. The best courtier of them all, when the court lay at Windsor, could never have brought her into such a canaries. Yet there has been knights and lords and gentlemen, and I'll warrant you they could never get an eye wink of her.
But what says she to me?
Mary, she hath received your letter, for the which she thanks you 1,000 times, and bids you to notify that her husband will be absent from his house between 10 and 11.
10 and 11?
Aye, forsooth, and then you may come and see the picture, she says, that you were of. Master Ford, her husband, will be from home. Alas, the sweet woman leads an ill life with him. He's a very jealousy man. She leads a very frampled life with him. Good art.
10 and 11. Commend me to her. I will not fail her.
Why, you say well. But I have another messenger to your worship. Mistress Page hath her hearty commendations to you too. And let me tell you in your ear, and she bid me tell you that her husband is seldom from home, but she hopes there will come a time. Alas, I never knew a woman so dote upon a man thus. Surely I think you have charms, love. Yes. In truth.
No, not I assure you. Setting the attractions of my good parts aside, I have no other charms. But pray me, tell thee, has Mistress Page and Mistress Ford acquainted themselves with how they love me?
Well, that were a jest indeed. They have not so little grace, I hope. That were a trick indeed.
Yes.
But Mistress Page would desire you to send her your little page. Never a wife in Windsor leads a better life than she does. You must send her your page, no remedy.
Why, I will.
No, but do so then. And look you, he may come and go between you both. And in any case, have a nay word. That you may know one another's mind, and the boy never need to understand anything. For 'tis not good that children should know of any wickedness. Old folks, you know, have discretion as they say, and know the world.
Sir John, there's one Master Brooke below would fain speak with you and be acquainted with you, and has sent your worship a morning draught of sack.
Ford is his name, or Brooke is his name, is he?
Aye, sir.
Well, call him in. Such brooks are welcome that overflow such liquor. Well, fare thee well. Commend me to them both. Well, I am yet thy debtor. Boy, go along with this woman. Mistress Ford. Mistress Page. Have I encompassed you?
Bless you, sir!
Well, and you, sir, you would speak with me?
Sir, I am a gentleman who has spent much. My name is Brooke.
Master Brooke, I desire to make more acquaintance with you.
Oh, good Sir John, I sue for yours. And I have a bag of money here troubles me, Sir John. If you will help to bear it, take all, or rather, take half for easing me of the carriage.
Well, speak, good Master Brooke. I shall be glad to be your servant.
Aha, sir, I hear you are a scholar. I will be brief with you, and have been a man long since known to me, though I never had so good means as desire to make myself acquainted with you. I shall, discover a thing to you.
Very well, proceed.
There is a gentlewoman in this town. Her husband's name is Ford.
Ford? Oh. Go on.
I have long since loved her, and protest to you have bestowed much on her, followed her with a doting observance briefly. I have loved her as love hath pursued me, which hath been on the wing of all occasions. But whatsoever I have merited, either in my mind, means, meed, I am sure I have received none.
You received no promise of satisfaction at her hands?
Never.
To what purpose do you unfold this to me?
Now, Sir John, here is the heart of my purpose. You are a man of excellent breeding, of admirable discourse, of great admittance, authentic in your place in person, generally allowed for your many warlike, courtlike, and learned preparations.
Go on, sir.
Believe it, for you know it. There is money. Spend it. Spend it, spend more, spend all I have. I only ask so much of your time in exchange of it as to lay an amiable siege to the honor of this Ford's wife. Use your art of wooing. Win her to consent to you. If any man may, you may as soon as any.
Well, would it apply to the vehemency of your affection that I should win what you would enjoy?
Oh, understand my drift. She dwells so securely in the excellency of her honor that the folly of my soul dares not present itself. She is too bright to be looked against. Now, could I come to her with any detection in my hand, my desires had instance and argument to commend themselves. I could drive her then from the ward of her reputation, marriage, purity, and 1,000 other her defenses which now are too strongly embattled against me. What say you to it, Sir John?
Master Brooke, first I will make bold with your money. Next, give me your hand. And last, as I am a gentleman, you shall, if you will, enjoy Ford's wife.
Oh, good sir.
I say you shall.
Oh, want no money, Sir John. You shall want none.
Want no Mistress Ford, Master Brooke. You shall want none. For I may tell you I will be with her by her own appointment. Her assistant and go-between just parted from me. I say I shall be with her between 10 and 11. That's right. For at that hour, her husband will be forth.
Oh, do you know Ford, sir?
Oh, hang him! Poor cuckoldly knave, I know him not. Yet I wrong him to call him poor, for they say that jealous, wittly knave have masses of money. Oh, Master Brooke, I shall predominate over the peasant, and you shall lie with his wife.
Oh!
Come to me soon, Master Brooke. You shall forge a knave, and you shall know him for a knave and a cuckold. Come to me soon, at night.
What a damned Epicurean rascal is this! My heart is ready to crack with impatience. Who says this is improvident jealousy? My wife hath sent to him. The hour is fixed. The match is made. See the hells of having a false woman? My bed shall be abused, my coffers ransacked, and my reputation gnawed at. Page is an ass, a secure ass. He will trust his wife. He would not be jealous. I would rather trust a Fleming with my butter, or an Irishman with my bottle, or Parson Hugh the Welshman with my cheese, than my wife with herself. Gods be praised for my jealousy. I will prevent this, detect my wife, be revenged on Falstaff, and laugh at Page. I will about it. Better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. Fie! 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 Cuckold! Cuckold! Cuckold!
By gal, he has saved his life that he is no come. By gal, he has prayed his Bible well that he is no come. By gal, he be dead already if he become Jack Rugby.
Well, he's wise, sir. He knew your worship would kill him if he came.
No. By gal, the herring is not so dead as I will kill him. Take your rapier, Jack. I will tell you how I will kill him.
My rapier? I don't fence, sir.
Oh, forbear! Yes, company.
Bless thee, bully doctor. Save you, Master Doctor Caius.
How now, good doctor?
Give you good morrow, sir. Hey, what is you 1, 2, 3, 4 come for?
To see thee fight!
Yes. To see thee fall. To see thee here.
Aye.
To see thee there.
Aye.
To see thee. Pass thy bulldog! Thy stock! Thy reverse! Thy distance! Thy montant! I like the montant! Is he dead? Bully Francisco! Is he dead? Oh, bully, how is he dead? Yeah, he's the coward Jack, priest of the world! He's not show his fear!
Oh, he is the wiser man, Master Dr. Caius. You see, I am come to fetch you home. I am sworn of the peace. You have shown yourself a wise physician. Then, Sir Hugh, well, he hath shown himself a wise and patient churchman. You must go with me, Master.
And moreover, bully. But first, Master Gaston. Master Page. Eke Cavaliero Slender.
Yes.
Go you about the town through Frogmore.
Is Sir Hugh there, is he?
He is there. See what humor he is in, and I will with the doctor about by the field. Will it do well?
Yeah, we will do it. We will.
Adieu, good Master Doctor.
Again, I will kill the coward priest, for he speak a jacanape to MP.
Go with me. About by the field, through Frogmore, and I will take you to where Anne Page is at. A farmhouse of feasting, and there thou shalt woo her. Said I well?
Bagarre, it's well said. Bagarre, me love you. Bagarre, me thank you for that. Well said.
Shall we wag?
Oh, wait, follow me into the cart, Jack.
Yes, sir.
Well, I will smite his noddles. I pray you, good Master Slender, serving man and friend,
Simple.
Simple by your name. Which way have you looked for Master Caius that calls himself Doctor of Physic?
Marry, sir, every way but the town way.
I most vehemently desire you will also look that way.
I will, sir.
Oh, bless my soul, how full of choler I am and trembling of mind. I shall be glad if you have deceived me. Oh, how melancholy I am. I will nog his urinals about his knave's costard when I have good opportunities for the ark. Bless my soul, mercy on me, I have great dispositions to cry.
Yonder, he is coming this way, Sir Hugh.
He's welcome. Heaven prosper the right. What weapons is he?
No weapons, sir. There comes my master, Master Shallow, and another gentleman from Frogmore.
Oh, now, Master Parson.
Oh, now, Sir Hugh.
Bless you from his mercy's sake, all of you.
Master Parson, we've come to do you a good office.
Very well, what is it?
Yonder is a most reverend gentleman who, but like having received wrong by some person, is most at odds with his own gravity and patience as ever you saw.
What is he?
I think you know him. Master Dr. Caius, the renowned French physician.
He's a cowardly knave that you would desire us to be acquainted with all.
He's the man who should fight with him, I warrant you.
Yes, it appears so by his weapons, yes. Oh, no, keep them asunder. Here comes Dr. Caius.
Oh, good Master Parson, keep up your weapons.
The power of Christ compels you!
I pray you. Let me speak a word with your ear. Wherefore will you not meet me?
I pray you use your patience in good time.
You smell of 7 different cheeses. You coward priest. You jack dog. You John ape.
I pray you, let us not be flatting stogs to other men's humours.
Flouting.
S'il vous plaît. Merci.
I will nog your urinals about your knave's coxcomb for missing your meetings and appointments.
Jacques Rugby, my justiciature, did I not wait for him to kill him? Yes. In the place I did appoint?
Oh, as I am a Christian soul now, this is the place appointed. I'll be judgment by mine host of the Garter.
It is. Peace, I say, peace. You're mine host of the Garter. Gauli and Gaul, French and Welsh. Welsh. Shall I lose my doctor?
No. Yes.
My Galen?
Yes.
My physician? No. He gives me the potions and the motion. Shut. Shall I lose my parson? No. My priest?
No.
My Sir Hugh?
Sir Hugh? No.
No? No. He gives me the proverbs and the no-verbs. Give me thy hand, terrestrial. So. Give me thy hand, celestial. So. Boys of art. I have deceived you both. I have led you to wrong places. Your skins are whole, your hearts almighty, and let burnt sack be the issue. Come, put their swords to pawn.
I perceive. Have you made the descent of us?
This is well. He has made us his flatting stock. His flatting stock. I desire you that we may be friends.
By gal, with all my heart.
Oh. Okay.
Follow, lads of peace! Follow, follow!
Must be a mad hope.
Oh, sweet Anne Page!
Nay, keep your way, little gallant. You were wont to be a follower, but now you are a leader.
Ah, well met, Mistress Page. Whither go you?
Truly to see your wife. Is she at home?
Aye, and as idle as she may hang together for want of company. I think if your husbands were dead, you two would marry.
Be sure of that. To other husbands.
Where had you this, pretty weathercock?
I could never tell what the dickens his name is. My husband had him of. What be your knight's name, sirrah?
Sir John Falstaff?
Sir John Falstaff?
He. I can never hit on his name. But is your wife at home indeed?
Indeed she is.
Oh, by your leave, sir, I am sick till I see her.
Has Page any brains? Hath he any eyes? Hath he any thinking? Sure they sleep, he hath no use of them. She's going to my wife, and Falstaff's boy with her. Well, I will take him, then torture my wife, pluck the borrowed veil of modesty from the so-seeming Mistress Page, and divulge Page himself for a secure and willful cuckold. My assurance bids me search. There I shall find Falstaff. I shall be rather praised for this than mocked, for it is as positive as the earth is firm that Falstaff is there. I will go.
Well met, Master Ford!
I have good cheer at home, and I pray you all go with me.
Oh, I must excuse myself, Master Ford.
Oh, and so must I. We have appointed to dine tonight with Mistress Anne.
You see, we have lingered about a match between Anne Page and my cousin Slender. And this day, you know, we shall have our answer.
Oh, I hope I have your goodwill, Father Page.
Oh, you do, Master Slender. I stand wholly by you.
Very nice.
But my wife is for you, Doctor, altogether.
But yeah, and the maid is love on me. My nurse quickly tell me so much. What say you to young Master Fenton? No. He capers, he dances, he has the eyes of youth. He writes verses, he speaks holiday, he smells of April and May. He will carry it, he will carry it. It's his buttons, he will carry it.
Not by my consent, I promise you. The man is of no having. He's of too high a region. He knows too much. No. If he take her, let her take her simply. My will stands on my consent, and my consent goes not that way!
I beseech you heartily, some of you go home to dinner with me. Besides your cheer, you shall have sport. I will show you a monster.
Well, fare you well now. And we shall have the free wooing of Anne Page.
Farewell, my hearts. I will to the honest knight Falstaff and drink canary with him.
Ooh, I think I shall drink first in the pipe wine with him. I'll make him dance. Will you go, gentles?
I want you to see this monster!
What John, what Robert!
Quickly, is the buck fast?
I warrant. What Robin, I say!
Come!
Here, set it down.
Give your men the charge. We must be brief.
Mary, as I told you before, John and Robert, be ready here, hard by, in the brew house. And when I suddenly call you, come forth, without any pause or staggering, take this basket on your shoulders. That done, trudge with it in all haste, and carry it among the Whitsters in Datchet Mead. And there, empty it in the muddy ditch, close by the Thames side. Yes. Be gone, and come when you are called.
Nope. here comes little Robin.
Oh, what news with you?
My master, Sir John, has come in at your back door and requests your company.
You little jack-o'-lent, have you been true to us?
I'll be sworn, my master knows not that you're here.
Thou art a good boy. I'll go hide
Do
thee.
so. Go tell thy master I am alone. Well, go to then. We'll use this unwholesome humidity, this gross watery pumpion. We'll teach him to know turtles from jays.
Have I caught thee, my heavenly Jew? Now I can die. Oh, I have lived long enough. This is the period of my ambition. Oh, this blessed hour.
Oh, sweet Sir John.
Oh, Mistress Ford. Now can I sin in my wish. I would thy husband were dead. I will say it before the best Lord. I would make thee my lady.
I, your lady, Sir John. Alas, I would be a pitiful lady.
Well, let the court of France show me such another. See how thy eye would emulate the diamond. That would make an absolute courtier. Thou canst not hide it.
Believe me, there is no such thing in me.
What made me love thee? Let that persuade thee that there is something extraordinary in thee. I love thee, and none but thee, and thou deservest it.
Do not betray me, Sir John. I fear you love Mistress Page.
Well, you might as well say I like to walk by the counter gate, which is as hateful to me as the reek of lime cune.
Well, heaven knows how I love you, and you shall one day find it.
Oh, yes.
Mistress Ford! Mistress Ford! Here's Mistress Page at the door, sweating and blowing and running wildly, and would need speak with you presently.
Oh, she shall not see me. I shall hide. Excuse myself.
Pray you, do so. She is a very tattling woman.
Oh, right. Go.
What's the matter? How now?
Oh, Mistress Ford, you're shamed. You're overthrown. You're undone forever.
What's the matter, good Mistress Page?
Your husband is coming hither with all the officers in Windsor to search for a gentleman he says is here in the house by your consent. To taking advantage of his absence, you are undone.
'Tis not so, I hope.
Pray heaven it be not so, that you have such a man here, for 'tis most certain your husband is here at hand, with half Windsor at his heels to search for such a one. If you know yourself clear, why I am glad of it, but if you have a friend here, convey him out.
What shall I do? There is a gentleman, my dear friend, and I fear not mine own shame so much as his peril. I had rather than £1,000 you were out of the house.
For shame! Your husband is here at hand!
No!
Oh, how you have deceived me! We think you have some conveyance. Here in the house you cannot hide him. Oh, look! Here is a basket. If he be of any reasonable stature, he may ye creep in here, and throw foul linen upon him, as though 'twere going to bucking, or 'tis waiting time. Send him by your 2 men to Datchet Mead.
He's too big to go in there! What shall I do?
Let me see it! Let me see it! Oh, let me see it! Eileen! Eileen! Take your friend's counsel, I'll in!
Sir John Falstaff, are these your letters, knight?
I love thee.
Call your men. Oh, you dissembling knight!
What, John? Robert! John! Here, take this basket on your shoulders. Take it to the laundress in Datchet Mead. Quickly, come.
Pray you come near!
If I suspect without cause, why then make sport at me. Let me be your jest. I deserve it. How now? Whither bear you this?
To the laundress, forsooth.
Why, what have you to do whither they bear this? You were best meddle with buck washing.
Buck? I would I could wash myself at the buck. Buck, buck, buck. I buck. I warrant you buck. Come, gentlemen, ascend my chambers. Search, seek, find out.
Nay, Master Ford, be contented you do wrong yourself too much.
True, Master Page. Follow me, gentlemen. You shall see your sport anon. Up, gentlemen!
This is very fantastical humours and jealousies.
Background, it is not the fashion of France. It is not jealous in France.
Nay! Let us see the issue of his search.
Ah, oui, monster.
I think my husband hath some special suspicion of Falstaff's being here, for I never saw him so gross in his jealousy till now.
He's not in that chamber, but what about the nether chamber?
I'm so sorry! Sorry,
I will lay a plot to try that, and we will yet have more tricks with Falstaff.
Shall we send Mistress quickly to him and excuse his throwing into the water and give him another hope to betray him to another punishment?
Yes! Let him be sent for tomorrow, 8 o'clock, to have amends.
I cannot find him. It may be the knave bragged of that he could not compass.
You use me well, Master Ford, do you?
I do so.
You do yourself mighty wrong, Master Ford.
I must bear it.
Fie! Are you not ashamed? What devil? What spirit brings about this imagination?
The fault is mine, Master Page. I suffer for it.
You suffer from a bad conscience. Your wife is as honest a human as I will desires among 5,000. And 500 too.
Bagarre, I see it is an honest woman.
Well, I promised you a dinner. Come, walk in the park. I pray you pardon me. Oh, come, wife! Come, Mistress Page! I pray you pardon me. Pray heartily pardon me.
Come, gentlemen, but pray you, we'll mock him. I do invite you tomorrow to breakfast after will a birding. I have a fine hawk for the bush. Shall it be so?
Anything.
If there is one, I shall make 2 in the company.
If there be 1 or 2, I shall make the 3rd.
Pray you go, Master Page.
We will now take a short intermission. The actors are coming back around to sell more raffle tickets. This is the perfect time to make your donation to Shakespeare by the Sea by texting the word festival to 310-402-2215. Please also take a moment to fill out your questionnaires and return them. Visit our concessions area. or purchase this season's t-shirts or sweatshirts. Once again, thank you for supporting Shakespeare by the Sea.
A quart of sack and put a toast in it. Have I lived? Be carried in a basket and thrown into the Thames. Rogues slighted me into the river with little remorse. And as you may know by my size, I have a kind of alacrity in sinking. No.
Mistress Quickly's here, sir, to speak with you.
Let me pour some sack into the Thames River. Oh, my belly's as cold as if I'd swallowed snowballs for pills to cool the rains. Call her in. Call her in.
By your leave, I cry you mercy. Give your worship good morrow. Marry, sir. I come to your worship from Mistress Ford.
Mistress Ford? I've had Ford enough! I was thrown into the Ford! My belly is full of Ford!
Well, alas the day, that was not her fault. She does so take on with her men. They mistook their erection.
So did I mine. To build upon a foolish woman's promise.
Well, she laments, sir, for it, that it would yearn your heart to see it. Her husband goes this morning a-birding. She desires you once more to come to her between 8 and 9. I must carry your word quickly. She'll make you amends. I warrant you.
I will visit her. Tell her so.
I will tell her.
Thank you. Away with you.
Peace be with you, sir.
Yes, and with you. I marvel I hear not from Master Brooke. He sent word to stay within. I like his money well. Oh, here he comes.
Bless you, sir.
Yes. Now, Master Brooke, you wish to know what hath passed between me and Mistress Ford.
That indeed, Sir John, is my business.
And I will not lie to you. I was at her house at the hour she appointed me.
And how sped you, sir?
Very ill-favoredly, Master Brooke.
How so, sir? Did she change her determination?
No, Master Brooke. But the Peking cornuto, her husband, dwelling in a constant larum of jealousy, comes in me the instant of our encounter, after we had embraced, kissed, protested, and as it were, spoke the prologue of our comedy, to search his house for his wife's love.
What? While you were there?
While I was there!
And he did search for you and could not find you.
I shall tell you. As good luck would have it, comes in one Mistress Page, gives intelligence of Ford's approach, and then her invention and Ford's wife distraction, they conveyed me into a buck basket.
A buck basket?
By my lord, a buck basket! Rammed me in with foul shirts, smocks, foul stockings and socks, greasy napkins, that Master Brooke. There was the reekest compound of villainous smell that ever offended a nostril.
And how long lay you there?
Nay, I shall tell you! Oh, Master Brooke, what I have suffered to bring this woman to evil for your good. Well, being thus rammed into the basket, a couple of Ford's knaves, his hinds, were called forth by their mistress to convey me in the name of foul clothing to Datchet Lane. Well, there we met they picked up the basket on their shoulders and met the jealous knave, their master, in the door. I asked them once or twice what they had in their basket. I quaked for fear lest the lunatic knave would have searched it. Well, as fate would have it, knowing he should be a cuckold, he held his hand. Well, on went he for a search, and away went I with stinking clothes that fretted in their own grease. Imagine that! A man of my kidney thrown into the Thames!
In good sadness, I'm sorry for my sake that you have suffered all this.
Yeah, me too. Well, Master Book, her husband has gone a-birding this morning, and I have received another embassy of invitation. 'Twixt 8 and 9 is the hour, Master Book.
'Tis past 8 already, sir.
Is it? Well, I shall address me to my appointment. Come to me at your convenient leisure, and I shall let you know how I speed. Master Brooke, you shall lie with Ford's wife. You shall cuckold Ford.
Is this a dream? Is this a vision? Do I sleep? Awake, Master Ford! Master Ford, awake! Well, I will now take the lecture. He cannot escape me. I will search impossible places. If I have horns to make one mad, let the proverb go with me. I'll be horn mad.
I see I cannot get thy father's love. He doth object I am of too great birth, and that my state being galled with my expense, I seek to heal it only by his wealth. And he says 'tis a thing impossible that I should love thee but as a property.
Maybe he tells you true.
No. No, heaven so speed me in my time to come. Albeit I will confess thy father's wealth was the first reason I wooed thee, Anne. Yet, wooing thee, I found thee of more value than stamps in gold or sums in sealed bags. 'Tis the very riches of thyself that now I aim at.
Gentle Master Fenton, yet seek my father's love. Still seek it, sir.
Break that talk, mistress, quickly. My kinsman shall speak for himself.
Hark ye! Master Slender would speak a word with you. I come to him. This is my father's choice. What a world of vile, ill-favored false looks, handsome and 300 pounds a year.
And out is good Master Fenton. Pray you, a word with you.
She's coming to her, cuz. Thou hast a father. Come on.
I had a father, Mistress Anne. My uncle can tell you a good jest of him. I pray you, good uncle, tell Mistress Anne the jest, how my father stole 2 geese out of a pen, good uncle.
Oh, Mistress Anne, my cousin loves you.
Aye, that I do, as well as I love any woman in Gloucestershire.
And he will maintain you like a gentlewoman.
Aye, that I will.
He will make you 150 pounds jointure.
Good Master Shallow, let him woo for himself.
Mary, I thank you for it. I thank you for that good comfort. She calls you, cuz. I'll leave you.
Now,
good Mistress Anne.
What is your will?
My will? Odds heartlings, that's a pretty jest indeed. Oh, I ne'er made out my will yet, I thank heaven. I am not such a sickly creature, I give heaven praise.
I mean, Master Slender, what would you with me?
Oh, well, truly, for mine own part, I would little or nothing with you. Oh, your father and my uncle have made motions. Oh, here he comes, you may ask him yourself.
How now, Slender? Love him, daughter Anne. Why, how now? What is Master Fenton here? Sir, you wrong me still to thus haunt about my house. I told you my daughter is disposed of.
Nay, sir, be not impatient.
Master Fenton, come not to my child.
She is no match for you.
Sir, will you hear me?
No! Good Master Fenton. Come, Shallow. Come, son Slender. Knowing my rind, you wrong me, Master Fenton.
That is...
I did, but
I believe
I
that
did,
it...
I did, but
Speak to Mistress Page.
Good Mistress Page, for that I love your daughter in such a righteous fashion as I do, perforce, against all checks, manners, and rebukes, I must advance the colors of my love and not retire. Pray let me have your goodwill.
Good mother, do not marry me to yon fool.
I mean it not. I seek you a better husband.
That's me master, Master Doctor.
Oh, lass, I'd rather be set quick in the earth than boiled to death with turnips.
Come, not trouble yourself, Master Fenton. I will not be your friend, nor enemy. My daughter I will question how she loves you. And as I find her, so am I affected. But for now she needs must go in. Her father will be angry.
Farewell, gentle mistress. Farewell, Nan.
This is me doing now. Nay, said I, will you cast away your child on a fool and a physician? Look on Master Fenton. This is me doing.
I thank thee. And I prithee, once tonight, bring my sweet Nan this ring.
Oi!
Here is for thy pains.
Now heaven send thee good fortune.
Well, farewell.
What a kind heart he hath. A woman would run through fire and water for such a kind heart. But I would me master had Mistress Anne, or I would Master Slender had her. Or in truth, I would Master Fenton had her. Well, I will do what I can for all them three, for so I have promised, and I'll be as good as me word. But speciously for Master Fenton. Well, I must have another errand to Sir John Falstaff from me two mistresses. What beast am I to slack it?
Beatrice Ford. Your sorrow hath eaten up my sufferings. But are you sure about your husband now?
He's a birding, sweet Sir John.
Oh. When, in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I, all alone, beweep my
What ho, gossip fool!
Ah!
What ho!
No! Step into this chamber, Sir John! I don't care.
How now, sweetheart? Who's at home besides yourself?
Why, none but mine own people! Speak louder.
Truly, I am glad you have nobody here!
Why?
Your husband is in his old loons again, so takes on yonder with my husband, so rails against all married mankind. I am glad the fat knight is not here.
Why does he talk of him?
Of none but him, and swears he was carried out when last he searched for him in a basket. But I am glad the knight is not here, for now he shall see his own foolery.
How near is he, Mistress Page?
By at street end, he'll be here anon.
I am undone! The night is here!
Well, then you are utterly shamed, and he's but a dead man.
Which way should we go? How shall I bestow him? Shall I put him into the basket again?
No! I'll no more in the basket!
If you go out in your own semblance, you die, Sir John. Unless you go out disguised.
How might we disguise him? My maid's aunt, the fat woman of Brentford, has a gown above.
On my word, it will serve him. She's as big as he is. Run up, Sir John.
Go, go, sweet Sir John.
We'll come dress you straight, put on the gown the while.
I would my husband would meet him in this shape. He cannot abide the old woman of Brentford. He swears she's a witch, forbade her my house, and hath threatened to beat her. But is my husband coming?
Oh, in good sadness he is, and speaks of the basket too, however he hath had intelligence.
We'll try that, for I'll appoint my men to carry the basket to meet them at the door with it as they did last time.
Let's go dress him like the witch of Brentford.
I'll first direct my men what they shall do with the basket. Go up, I'll bring linen for him straight.
Oh, hang him, dishonest varlet. We cannot misuse him enough. We'll leave a proof by that which we will do. Wives may be merry, and yet honest too.
Go, sirs. Take up that basket again on your shoulders. Go, John! Ah.
Come, take it up.
Oh, pray heaven it not be full of night again.
I hope not. Where does leaf bear so much lead?
Set down the basket, villain! One wife, I say! Come forth! Ah! Come, Mistress Ford. Mistress Ford, the honest woman, the modest wife, the virtuous creature who hath the jealous fool to her husband. I suspect without cause, mistress, do I?
Heaven be my witness, you do, if you suspect me in any dishonesty.
Well said. Brazen face. Hold it out! Come forth, sirrah!
Are you not ashamed? Let the clothes alone!
I shall find you anon!
Oh, come away! Will you take up your wife's clothes? Come away!
Master Page, as I am a man, there was one conveyed out of my house yesterday in this basket. Why may he not be there again? In my house, I'm sure he is. My intelligence is true! My jealousy is reasonable!
Here's no man!
Well, he's not here I searched for.
No, nor nowhere else but in your brain.
Help me search my house this one time.
Oh.
Satisfy me once more, search with me.
Ho, Mistress Page, come you and the old woman down. My husband will come into the chamber.
Old woman? What old woman is that?
Hey, it is my maid's aunt of Brentford.
A witch! Have I not forbid her my house? She works by charms, by spells, by such daubery as this is. Come down, you witch! Ew, you hag! Come down, I say!
Hey, good, sweet husband.
Mother Pratt, give me your hand.
Oh, she's so fat! Out!
No!
Out! Oh my God, you hag! I will fortune tell you!
Oh, you're not ashamed? I think you killed the poor woman.
Hang her! Witch! Witch!
By the yea and no, I think the woman is a witch indeed. I spied a great beard under her muffler.
Come, gentlemen! See but the issue of my jealousy! If I cry out thus upon no trail, never trust me when I open again! Ah!
Come, gentlemen, let's obey his humor a little further.
Trust me, he beat him most pitifully.
What think you? Shall we tell our husbands how we have served
By
him?
all means, if it only be to scrape the figures out of your husband's brains.
I would the whole world might be cozened. But I've been cozened and beaten, too. If the ear of the court should get wind of my transformation and how I've been transformed and been washed and cozened, melt me out of my fat, drop by drop, and lick our fishermen's boots with me. I warrant they would whip me with their fine wits till I was crestfallen as a dried pear. Yeah, I've never prospered since I forswore myself at Primero. If I had but wind enough, I would say my prayers. I would repent.
It is one of the best discretions of a woman as ever I did look upon.
Did he send you these letters at an instant?
In a quarter of an hour.
Oh, pardon me, wife. Henceforth, do what thou wilt. I rather suspect the son of cold than thee of wantonness.
Oh, 'tis well, no more. But let our plots go forward. Let our wives, once again to make us public sport, appoint a meeting with this old fat fellow.
Devise but how you'll use him when he comes, and let us two devise to bring him thither.
There is an old tale that goes that Herne the Hunter, sometime a keeper here in Windsor Forest, doth all the winter time at still midnight walk round about an oak with great ragged horns upon his head. You have heard of such a spirit.
Mary, this is our device, that Falstaff at the oak should meet with us.
Oh, what shall be done with him? What is your plot?
That likewise we have thought upon, and thus Nan Page, my daughter, and our little son, and 3 or 4 more of her growth, will dress as urchins, oofs and fairies, in green and white, with rattles in their hands. Upon a sudden, as Falstaff, she and I are newly met, let them all from forth a saw pit rush at once, encircle him about, and fairy-like pinch the unclean knight.
Until he tell the truth, let the supposed fairies pinch him sound and burn him with their tapers.
I will teach the children their behaviors, and I will be like Jacques to burn the night with my taper.
Ooh, that will be excellent. I'll go buy them vizards.
My Nan Page shall be the queen of all the fairies, finely attired in a robe of white.
That silk will I go by, and in that likeness shall Slender steal my Nan and marry her to Eton.
Mistress Ford, run quickly to Sir John to know his mind. I'll to the doctor. He hath my good will, and none but he to marry with Nan Page. That slender, though well landed, is an idiot.
Sir John?
No! Now whence come you?
From the two parties.
Oh! Well, damn the one party and the devil take the other. Beaten into all colours of the rainbow.
Sir, let me speak with you in your chamber. You shall hear how things go, and I warrant to your content.
Oh. Come into my chamber.
From time to time, I have acquainted you with the dear love that I bear to fair Anne Page. Tonight, at Hernsoak, just twixt 12 and 1, must my sweet Nan present the Fairy Queen. Her father hath commanded her to slip away with Slender, and with him at Eton immediately to marry. She hath consented. Her mother, ever firm against that match and strong for Dr. Caius, hath likewise appointed that he shall shuffle her away, and at the deanery where a priest attends, straight marry her. And thus it rests. Her father means she shall be all in white, and in that habit, when Slender seizes time to take her by the hand and steal her away, she shall go with him. Her mother hath appointed, the better to denote her to the doctor, that quaint in green she shall be loose and robed, and when the doctor spies his vantage ripe, to pinch her by the hand, and on that token the maid hath given consent to go with him. She will deceive them both and go along with me. And here it rests. I have procured the vicar to stay for me at church just twixt 12 and 1, and in the lawful name of marrying, to give our hearts united ceremony.
No more prattling. I'll hold. Lend me to thy mistress. I will visit her.
Well, I'll do what I can to get you a pair of arms.
Yeah, very well. Well, away with you. Time is one. Go. And hold your head up. And mince.
Come! We'll hide ourselves in the castle ditch till we see the light of our fairies. Remember, Slender, my daughter?
Aye, forsooth, I have spoke with her, and we have a nay word how to know one another.
Master Doctor, my daughter is in green. When you see your time, take her by the hand, away with her to the deanery, and dispatch it quickly.
I know what I have to do. Adieu.
Fare you well, good sir.
Where is Nan now and her troop of fairies and that Welsh devil Hugh?
They are all couched in a pit, hard by at Hern's Oak, with obscured light that at the very moment of Falstaff's and our meeting, they will display to the night.
The hour draws on! To the oak!
To the oak!
To the oak!
Trim, fairies, come! Remember your parts! Be bold, I pray you! Follow me into the pit, and when I give the watcher, do as I bid you! Come! Trim!
The Windsor bell strikes 12. The minute draws on. Oh, powerful love that in some respects makes a beast a man. In others, a man a beast. I am a Windsor stag. The fattest, I think, of the forest. Oh, who calls? Is it my love?
Art thou fair, my dear, my male dear?
Oh, my black Scot, come! Oh, let the sky rain potatoes. Let the thunder to the tune of green sleeves. Yes. Let there be a tempest of provocation, and I will shelter me here.
Mistress Page has come with me, sweetheart.
Well, divide me like a brine buck, a haunch for each. I'll keep my sides to myself, and my horns I bequeath your husband. Am I a woodsman? Speak I like Herne the Hunter? Oh, what a wonderful comrade in your welcome here.
Alas, what noise!
Forgive our sin! Away!
Oh! The devil will not have damned me lest the oil in me would set hell on fire. He would not have crossed me, God.
Fairies, black, grey, green and white. You moonshine revellers and shades of night. You orphan heirs of fixed destiny, attend your office and your quality. Crier of Goblin, make the fairy noise!
Elves, list your names. Silence your airy toys. Cricket, to Windsor's chimneys thou shalt leap, where fires thou findest unraked and hearths unswept. There pinch the maids as blue as bilberry!
They are fairies. He that speaks to them will die. I must wink and couch. No man must I.
Where's Bee? Go you, and where you find a maid that ere she sleeps has thrice her prayers said, raise up the organs of her fantasy. But those asleep and think not on their sins, pinch them, arms, legs, backs, shoulders, sides, and shins.
About! Search Windsor Castle elves, within and out, and nightly meadow fairies look you sing, like to the garter's compass, in a ring. Away, disperse! But till 'tis 1 o'clock, our dance of custom round about the oak of Herne the Hunter, let us not forget.
Pray you, lock, hand in hand, yourselves in order set, and 20 glowworms shall our lanterns be, to make our dance round about the tree. But stay, I smell a man of Middle Earth!
Help me from that well fairy lassie! Turn me to a dog of cheese!
Now is all you're keeping in thy thirst!
With trial fire touch me his finger and
Fire on sinful fantasy.
If he be chaste, the flame will back descend.
Fire on lust and luxury.
And turn him to no pain, but if he start,
Lust is but a bloody fire.
It is the flesh of a corrupted heart.
Kindled with unchaste desire.
A trial!
Come! Will this wood take fire?
Corrupt and tainted with desire.
About him, fairies, sing a scornful rhyme, and as you trip, still pitch him to your time.
Fire on sinful fantasy. Fire on lust and luxury.
I love you, Anne!
Fire kindled with unchaste desire.
And fate is mine!
Throw them higher and higher. Teach him boy.
I love you, Elaine!
I love you, Betty.
Teach him and burn him and turn him about. Candles and starlight and moonshine beer.
Now, Sir John, how like you Windsor wives? Good husband, do not these fair yokes become the forest better than the town?
Sir John, we have had ill luck. We could never meet. I will never take you for my love again, but I will always count you my dear.
And I do begin to perceive that I am made an ass. And these are not fairies. And I was 3 or 4 times in the thought that they were not fairies.
Oh.
But the guiltiness of my mind and the sudden surprise of my powers drove the grossest of foppery to receive belief that they were fairies.
Sir John Falstaff, serve God and leave your desires, and fairies will not pinch you.
Well said, Betty Hugh.
And leave your jealousies too, I pray you.
I will never mistrust my wife again, till thou art able to woo her in good English.
I am thy theme. You have the start of me. I am dejected. Do with me as you will.
Yet be cheerful, knight. Thou shalt be deposited to my house tonight, where I shall desire thee to laugh at my wife, who now laughs at thee, and tell her Master Slender hath married her daughter.
Oh, Page!
How now, son Slender, have you dispatched?
I came yonder at Eton to marry Mistress Anne Page, and she's a great loverly boy! If I had not thought it had been Anne Page, would I might never stir, and 'tis a postmaster's boy.
Then by my life you took the wrong!
What need you tell me that? I think that when I took a boy for a girl. If I had been married to him for all he was in women's apparel, I would not have had him.
Oh, this is your own folly. Did I not tell you you should know my daughter by her garments?
I went to her in white, and it was not Anne, but a postmaster's boy.
Oh, good George, be not angry. I knew of your purpose. Turned my daughter into green, and she is with the doctor at the deanery, and they're married.
Where is Mistress Page? Bagarre, I am cousin. I have married un garçon. A boy! Bagarre, Bazan, it is not a Page, I am cousin.
Why did you take her in green?
Aye! It is not a Page, it is a boy. I will raise our Windsor.
Hey, get back here!
Oh, Dr. Kyle. My heart misgives me. Here comes Master Fenton. How now, Master Fenton?
Pardon, good father, good my mother, pardon.
Mistress, how did you not go with Master Slender?
Why went you not with Master Doctor, maid?
You do amaze her. Hear the truth of it. You would have married her most shamefully where there were no proportions held in love. Oh! The truth is, she and I long since contracted are now so sure that nothing can dissolve us. The offense is holy that she hath committed, since therein she doth evitate and shun 1,000 irreligious cursed hours that forced marriage would have brought upon her.
Stand not amazed. Here is no remedy. In love, the heavens themselves do guide the state. Money buys lands, and wives are sold by fate.
What's remedy? Fenton, God give thee joy. What cannot be eschewed must be embraced.
Well, I will muse no farther. Master Fenton, may heaven give you many, many merry days. Now, good husband, let us all go in and laugh this sport hour by a country fire. Sir John and all.
Shakespeare